You came back from the dead.
Haha, I did that so I could scare you.
It's not a pretty picture.
Well, I don't care if you don't like how I look. I did it to scare you. Are you scared?
Yes. Well, can you bring people back from the dead, Jimmy?
Well, I'm not really supposed to, but I do it once in a while. Do you like it when someone comes back from the dead?
No.
How come?
It's not a pretty picture.
What does it look like, do you think?
Well, looks like this.
Ooh. Are you feeling okay?
Yes.
Can I check your heartbeat? Excuse me. Wait, that's not your heart. I don't hear anything. He really is dead. Uh-oh. Well, who are you?
He's Yago.
Yago, come help. This guy's dead. I couldn't get a heartbeat. Yago, did you get a heartbeat?
Yes.
Wow.
I want you first to say,
Hey.
you're in cages squawking, and do you want a cracker?
Whoa. Hey, I don't have any crackers.
On your feet, Yago. Here comes Sultan.
Well, Sultan, where'd you get those crackers?
They were in the camera van.
They were where?
They were in the Sultan's pocket.
But Sultan, where'd you go? Don't you know Yago doesn't like those?
I don't know that.
Yago, what are you gonna say to the Sultan about that? He just fed you something you don't like.
I can't take it anymore. And then,
Wait, you just hurt the Sultan. You just hurt the Sultan, Yago. Look, he's injured. We ought to help him. What are you doing, Yago?
I'm helping him.
Do you think he's feeling any better? Do you think he's well enough?
Yes. And Mommy, can I have more Aladdin toys?
Where do you think we should look?
Well, we could look in here.
Ooh. Uh-oh. 2 of them.
And now what? Oh, a magic lamp. Oh, there's this lamp. Oh, there's this lamp. Now I'm going to find Aladdin.
Aladdin? Come here, Aladdin. I found your lamp.
There's something on it. I can't read it.
Aladdin, what are you doing? Are you breaking that lamp?
No, something's gonna cut out.
Whoa, I don't like that guy. I'm a little scared. I'm jumping back in the box. Jasmine's really scared. Oh, help me, someone, help me. That Jafar is back and I'm really frightened. I'm shaking so much.
Boy, just stay in there.
Is he gone?
Yeah.
Oh. was really frightened. What? I still see him. I still see him. Oh no. Oh, oh, somebody help me. Somebody help me. Jafar's after me. Help me. Help me. Aladdin, Aladdin, get rid of Jafar.
Wait, I'm gonna kill him. I can kill him. I'm gonna get rid of him. Right in there. Will you stay? Will you just stay in there.
Oh, Aladdin, thank you. You saved my life. Come here. Aladdin, Aladdin, thank you. You saved my life. I feel so happy.
Don't spoil for my father's surprise.
What about Father's surprise?
I want Jasmine says don't spoil his surprise.
Father's surprise? Why does Jasmine say that?
Oh, because he doesn't want to allow anyone to spoil his surprise.
Well, what's the surprise?
It's a secret. Oh, a boo.
Aladdin, you're looking for Abu?
Yes.
Maybe he's over here.
Roz is chasing him.
Who's Raja chasing?
Abu. And Mommy. Mommy?
Mm-hmm.
Could you find the Sultan?
Where should we look for him?
There's a place to look. It's
Oh, look.
Carpet.
Here's Abu. Well,
What?
is there anyone in here that could be the Sultan?
A magic lamp. How do you put the lamp? Help me with that. Please help me with this.
Oh, it's not going to do it.
Why? Is it stuck?
It won't stay.
Why? It's maybe. Don't spoil the crap.
What happened?
No. Did you hear me?
Wow, look at this. Are you still looking for the Sultan?
Yes, I am.
I don't see any Sultan in there.
Why?
But who could be? Do you think there's someone that could be the Sultan?
No.
No?
No.
How, maybe he could be the Sultan. How come?
Because the Sultan's 70 years old.
Well, he looks a bit old, do you think? Maybe he could be 70.
Yes. And look at Captain Hook. Mommy, don't!
Wait a second.
Don't grab it!
Well, I just wanted to find out why he can't be the Sultan.
I don't want to find out.
Well, you sure seem angry about that. I thought he'd make a good Sultan.
Don't grab it from me.
Well, could I see him for a second?
No. Well, you mean I don't want to see. I don't want to give that. You mean you can't? You mean I can't have it? Do I keep it? Or you take
Well,
it?
I just thought you could use him for the Sultan because he's got such a great hat.
I found this.
Maybe you could tell me why he won't be a good Sultan.
I don't even know how to tell. I got sore fingers.
Oh my goodness. Sore fingers. Makes it hard to tell. You know what?
What?
It sounds like you're a bit angry about that.
Because I'm hungry.
Well, if you look around, I think I saw some stuff over here. Wow. Look at all this. That's a nice little picnic. Would you like some?
Yes.
Can I have something, please? Oh, what the heck is that? Is it good? What is it?
I don't know what to say. So, these.
Oh. Look at all these things. Can I look in there for something to eat? What do you think I should have in there? From there. What do you think would be delicious?
Watermelon.
Ah.
Cup.
Ooh, that piece is rotten. Oh, I really wanted watermelon, but this one's rotten.
But you said you were hungry.
I know, but I can't eat rotten watermelon.
Maybe.
What should I do?
What? Shall you?
Look,
do that?
it's all spoiled.
Maybe get another piece of watermelon.
Oh, there. Okay. Ooh, that one's rotten too.
Why?
Is there nothing any good here for me?
Something. I'm gonna give you this. I gave you this.
Is he happy to eat that?
No.
Oh, a potato chip. That's great. Oh, it's burnt. It's burnt.
If it's burnt by Jafar.
That evil Jafar. I thought he was killed and gotten rid of. You rotten Jafar, you burnt my potato chip. I want something else to eat that's not burnt. Oh, that one's good. Finally, something good to eat. Hey, how is the hot dog?
Oh, it's good.
I wanted that hot dog, but you ate it.
Well, Jafar. Though, why doesn't mommy? Well, sorry for. And here.
Well, no, wait a second. I said I wanted that hot dog.
Well, and Jafar, but here's the genie.
Well, hey, I'm still hungry. A bun's no good. I wanted that hot dog.
There.
Oh, but you've chewed it already. Look at it.
No.
That's no good.
But
I demand something decent to eat.
I have more power.
Than me? More power than me?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I can't kill anybody.
Well, I can.
I can't kill anybody.
Okay, now let's start following his lead a little bit more. What power does he have? Okay? He is solving the problems you're posing, but he's very imaginative. He has lots of different ideas. I want you to try to pursue his ideas. Let him decide what's going to happen next, or the reason, the motive for it. Okay? Okay, so he's trying to establish his power. Ask him about it.
Hey, you
What
said...
power does he want to have?
It's not a pretty picture. I don't like doing it.
Well, you said you were more powerful than me.
Well, I can't kill anybody.
Well, I want to hear about how powerful you are. What can you do?
Rule number 1, I can't kill anybody.
Well, that doesn't sound very powerful.
Rule number 2. Rule number 2. Rule number 2.
What can you do that's powerful?
I don't know. Nothing. But I can't make anybody fall in love with my value. Oh. Rule number 3. I can't bring back people.
Okay, try to clarify what he's saying, what he means by that. Okay.
I don't like doing it.
Hey, how come you can't bring anyone back from the dead? What's the problem with that?
Yes, I did. It's not a pretty picture.
Well, how does it look when you bring someone back from the dead?
It's green and scary. I don't like doing it.
Well, do you get scared when you do it?
Yes, it's green, and I'm going to show you. Do the rules again. Rule number 1, I can't kill anybody.
Oh. Well, how did you pop your head off if you can't kill anybody?
Okay. Now, so what's the problem right now? We can see he's fragmenting a little. He's moving back into the script a little bit more. Okay, let's back off and reconnect, and let's see what he can do in terms of just re-engaging and deciding what his idea is going to be. Okay? And find out. Just ask him what's going on.
I don't like doing it.
Hey, you. What's happening with you?
I just pretending to come back from the dead. I pretend to come back from the dead.
Do you like coming back from the dead?
No, it's not a pretty picture.
Okay, now you can step out of the script yourself and talk to Spencer just about this idea and why he's, what he means or how he feels about what he's saying. Just find out where he's at now so we can try to get him to reconnect. Okay. Uh-oh,
Uh-oh, they're fighting. What's going on with those guys?
I can't kill anybody. I can kill anybody.
Well, Blue Genie can't kill anybody.
Yeah, just ask Spencer what he wants this idea to be about, okay? You could step out of the character for a moment and let's see if we could help him think about what's going on.
What's it like when the genie says that he's not going to kill anybody?
Oh, because he's not powerful allows to use, but he can't kill anybody by magic.
Well, you know what? Something I noticed. You really liked that part in the movie. How come you like it so much?
Because the genie turns green. Nanny, watch this.
Okay, join it.
The genie can't kill anybody.
Why?
Because he's not powerful. Oh, look!
What happened?
Here's him.
Why can't he kill anybody?
Oh, because he is too powerful to kill anybody. The genie has more power than Jafar will ever have. Jafar gave the genie his power.
Who gave him the power?
Jafar, he can take it away.
Okay, Spencer's telling us he wants a genie to be stronger. See if he can tell you why the genie has to be the stronger one. What would that mean to him?
The genie can't kill anybody.
Oh, this guy can't. Why? How do you feel about him not being the strongest one? Do you think Jafar is the better genie?
He's look, he took off his head.
What do you think about the genie's rules? He's got lots of rules.
Oh,
He's got lots of rules, yeah. Do you like the genie's rules?
uh-oh, look who's coming. Okay. What's going on, Spencer? What's going on? Try to get in there.
What's happening with this guy? Who is that?
I don't know.
He looks pretty scary to me. What do you think about him?
He can kill.
This guy can kill?
No, Jafar can. He's really powerful than that. And Mummy,
Wow, he's a pretty powerful guy if he can kill that ugly monster.
the genie came back from the dead. See? He came back from the dead.
This guy came back from the dead?
No, the genie's pretending to be him. He needs to look like he came back from the dead.
Oh, what do you like about that when he comes back from the dead? Isn't that kind of... What do you think about that?
Yes, Mommy, watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay, now, why do you think Spencer is shifting away?
I think he's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. What would make this uncomfortable? How can we help him recognize the dilemma of this power, this killing, you know, all the scary stuff that we haven't any reason to understand why?
I sometimes think he gets stuck in the script, and when I don't go along with it, he breaks away. That's a problem we have all the time, yeah.
Uh-huh. So then he just wants you to repeat the words in the
Right.
script? Wow! Okay, now he'll come back. Why don't we just continue to play? And part of the dilemma I think Spencer has is he has seen all this, he's taken all this, but he doesn't really, it's hard to understand why it's happening. The motives aren't stated explicitly in the script.
Right.
So we want to go in through the feeling about this to see if he can think about the reasons for it and then realize he has the power over it to decide what happens, to decide what he wants to do with it himself.
Okay.
Okay? But you're right. Right now he got very, you know, he's overwhelmed with it. He's kind of stuck with it. The questions were a little hard to answer. And we could try to just rejoin him again and just let's find out either how he feels or if he starts an idea, what the idea is going to be. But first see if he can reflect on what just happened.
Spencer,
Don't. What? Don't say that to me.
how come?
Because I don't like it.
I was just wondering about this guy. What was happening with this guy when he was coming back from the dead? How did you feel about that?
I liked it.
You did? Why do you think he comes back from the dead?
Oh, because he looks like Jafar when he comes back from the dead. It's yes, freedom. Yes, it's all, of course. It's all, of course, for the whole. See, I will show you, Mommy. I'm gonna show you.
What are you showing me?
It's all part. The whole GD. Cosmic powers! Space. What did you say, Mommy?
He said itty bitty living space. Do you think those two guys like each other?
No. It's all part for the whole GD. Phenomenal cosmic powers!
Wow. Sounds like he's pretty powerful. Which one's more powerful?
Jafar.
Jafar the genie or the blue genie?
Both of them.
Which one has more power? Is there one that's more powerful?
Jafar. And I'm going to tell you something on the return of Jafar. The palace balcony broke and the ground broke and it turned into a lava pit.
What was happening
And
to make it a lava pit?
Jafar was magic. And Yago's beak and Fetga and feathers got dark by Jafar.
Was Jafar a nice guy?
Yeah, was Jafar a nice guy?
Is he a nice guy?
No, Ethan Aladdin said, I thought a genie couldn't kill anybody.
Why do you think Jafar does all that mean stuff?
Because
Hey?
he's mean. He's powerful, too.
Is he the most powerful of all?
Yes.
But what makes him so mean? Try to get the motive. Why would he be so mean?
Yeah,
Why would
what-
he do all these things?
Why is that? Why is he so mean?
Because he takes the Sultan's clothes off and he hypnotizes the Sultan.
Well, why does he do all those mean things to the Sultan, who's a really nice guy? How come Jafar's so mean to the Sultan?
Because he says he's gonna be Jasmine's husband.
Ah.
Yes, he wants to be Jasmine's husband. Why does he want to be Jasmine's husband?
Because he tried to have Aladdin killed.
Yes, and why did he do that? That's really mean, trying to have Aladdin killed.
Mommy, watch this.
Well,
Mommy, don't say that.
Well-
There's a cave, Mommy.
can we talk about why Jafar wants to kill Aladdin? Why does he want to do that?
Because he wants to marry Jasmine. And Mommy, this is the Cave of Wonders. What the Cave of Wonders to say, who disturbs my slumber?
Yes, stay with the theme. He's telling us the reason behind it.
Mommy,
Who disturbs my slumber?
Do you want to join in with the
I.
characters?
the
With
pirate.
Aladdin and Jasmine?
The pirate. Pirate, you can't come in here.
Oh, I'm gonna make sticky.
Oh, how did you sneak in there? You're not supposed to be in there.
Aladdin is alive again. And Aladdin is going to marry Jasmine.
Look, what did the king do to Gazine? What did the king do to Gazine?
I want to find Jasmine. I'm going to marry her today. And Jafar's not going to stop me. Jasmine.
Pick up on what he's doing, because we have to still
Connect first.
In the cave of wonders. Look, he's in the cave of wonders.
Jasmine is in the cave of wonders.
No, the pirate's in the cave of wonders.
What's he doing there?
What did the cave do to him?
Oh, he can't see because it's dark in there.
What did the cave do?
The cave closed.
What did it do, Mommy?
Oh, it's all closed up in there. Wait, it feels kind of lumpy. Did someone get stuck?
Okay, so Spencer's dealing with all these scary things that he took in, and he wants to show you all the scary things. And he was getting close to understanding the reasons for it and why, but then it gets a little hard and he goes back to another visual association that he has. Okay. So we try to kind of go back and forth, and by following his idea, bringing him back to these very frightening feelings and motives. We don't have to replay the story, we just want to stay with what's causing him to fragment or change. But he really has some understanding here, and we want to see if he can, understand that why part of it. Okay?
Oh, is Gazim scared in there? Is he scared? What do you suppose is so scary about being in the cave?
He thinks it's dark. Look.
Is that the only thing that's scary? It's dark in there?
Oh, no.
Is there anything else scary about that cave?
Oh, no. And the who disturbs my slumber?
Who disturbs my slumber?
It is I, Aladdin.
You may come in.
But
Don't touch anything but the lamp.
don't do that. There's a jewel. There's a jewel.
Uh-oh, Aladdin's jammed in there. Do you think he's scared?
I'm gonna put the G. I can't go. What did I do, Nanny?
You took his head off.
Oh,
You took.
he wanted to show his other head. A rule number 2. I can't make him like.
Help!
Oh, number 3.
Yeah. One of the things we want to try to do is, as we're helping him be more flexible. I'm sure one of your big goals for him is more flexibility, right?
Yes.
Less control, less rigidity,
Yeah.
and also to advance more, to be more reflective, as Serena was saying, to be able to deal with feelings in a more flexible way, and also to understand feelings and motives and things. We need to think of that as operating at 2 levels. One is the level of verbal back and forth, interchange. Hi, sweetheart. Where you going, buddy? And the other is the level of just the affect.
Mm-hmm.
We want to broaden his emotional range. In other words, he's very engaged, he can relate, but we don't see a broad emotional range. Well, how would you describe his emotional tone most of the time?
He's very uncomfortable in play with emotions.
Right, but just in terms of the emotions he shows,
He can be very intense,
he's intense.
and he really becomes very unorganized
Right.
when he's in a big emotion.
Right, but how about just in terms of his normal way of relating? Would you say he's more anxious and serious?
He's
More
anxious,
free and friendly and fun-loving and joking and humor.
He has the capacity for a lot of joy,
Right.
but he has a lot of anxieties as well.
Right. So
Yeah.
fearful and anxious would characterize a good deal of the time.
Yes.
And some joy and warmth
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
What we want to do is help him move beyond just the fear and the anxiety and broaden his emotional range. So there's curiosity and interest and humor and kidding around and kibitzing and joking and serious and occasionally scared and muscle flexing and anger. So we want all those feelings to come out not just in the verbal dialogue, but also in the emotions he demonstrates and he generates. Now, we have to do it at the visceral level
Right.
as well as the cognitive level for it to really work for him.
Okay.
So we have to do it at both levels too. So when we're playing with him, if we're getting a little feisty like you were eating his whatever with your hand puppet, then you've got to get very silly on
Right.
your face. Oh, I think I got it. So that he can chew off of your affect,
Right.
and then he'll begin showing a wider range. So we want to make the interaction having a wider range. We can't be too serious and formal.
Right.
Because if we're very serious and quiet and, oh, how do you feel about that? Then he stays, oh, I think I'm angry. But that's not, but it's, oh, we have to generate the very emotions that we want him to get comfortable with.
Okay.
So we want to mix it up with him to expand the emotion. So we're doing the two levels at once, the actual visceral expression of emotions and the cognitive or intellectual elaboration.
Okay.
Okay? So, and the part that we're not doing enough of is that first part, the visceral part.
Right.
We're doing pretty well, we're cooking pretty well at the second part.
Right. Okay.
All right, so let's go back in and
Okay.
let you guys jump back in the water.
Okay.
What did you do?
That's a pretty nice pirate hat.
Okay, we'll have Mommy play first, then we'll have Grandmother play in just a minute. So you and me can watch Grandma, and then we'll have you move in. You can stay right there, but just we'll let Mommy be the main partner, and then we'll have Grandma move in and take over in a few minutes. Okay?
Hey. Me mateys. Want to come aboard my ship?
He's gonna do some fire. He's gonna do some fire. He's gonna do some fire. He's gonna do some fire.
Hey.
Just turn this around. If you put this out there, he'll turn around.
Those don't look like pirate guys to me. Do they want to go on the pirate ship?
This is a fire guy.
Oh my goodness, there's a big storm coming. Oh, it's destroying our ship. Help, help. We need more pirates. Help.
Oh, the ship got, oh my God, what happened?
Oh no. It's coming all apart. We lost the sail. Help! Someone help me save this boat! I'm trying to hang
Oh, wait,
on.
no, the boat's crashing, Mommy, the boat's crashing. The boat's crashing. Make it crash worse. Go with the flow, go with the flow.
Oh!
It's falling apart.
Whoa! Help! I'm in the water. I don't know how to swim.
Mommy, you see, you're wanting to be helped all the time. He's wanting to destroy things.
Okay.
Okay? We want to go along with destruction.
Okay,
We're in a destructive mode now. We're not saving, okay?
Okay,
See,
we're not
later
saving.
on, when he changes gears, it'll be, see, right now we got to go with the flow. That's where you get the juices flowing, all right?
Okay.
He's into destruction, we're into destruction, okay?
Okay.
Rawr, let's get our things over.
Here, take a cannonball. Load them up. And fire.
Oh, that got scary, huh? Did you see that scary cannonball, Mommy?
I know, it
Oh, did you see that scary
was a
cannonball?
little bit scary.
Find out what happened.
What happened?
Was that scary?
Was that scary?
Yes.
Yeah?
What was scary about it?
What was scary about that?
When it shooted.
When it shooted. How come that's so scary?
I don't know.
Was it the noise or the idea of something shooting?
Was it the noise or the idea of something shooting?
The idea of something shooting.
Oh, what's scary about that? What happens when something shoots?
I don't know.
Well, could people get hurt or did people get helped?
Do people get hurt when something shoots or do people get helped?
People get hurt.
People get hurt. Is that a, and how does that make you feel when people get hurt?
I don't know.
Well, to find out if he's ever scared of being hurt.
Are you ever scared of being hurt?
This money.
Are you ever scared of being hurt, Spence?
Yes.
Yes.
When do you get scared of being hurt?
I don't know.
Were you scared in the park? When the wasp came?
Well, find out which is easier to talk about, flying a balloon or scary feelings being hurt.
What's easier to talk about, Spencer? Flying your balloon or being scared by the wasp? How come that's easier to talk about?
It's easier.
It's easier? Does it scare you to talk about the wasp coming?
Yes, because I'm allergic to them.
I don't really think you are.
Uh-oh, Grandma's going to be a wasp. Here comes the wasp.
I don't know.
No, oh, no, wait, no. Wait, no, Grandma, he said, no, you got to listen to the boss. He said, stop. What do you want the wasp to do? Grandma's the wasp. What do you want her to do? Huh? Should she stop?
Yes.
Should she go back into her wasp nest?
No.
Should she come out of the wasp nest?
No.
What should she do?
I don't know.
Should she stay still?
Yes.
Stay still, wasp. Don't move until Spencer tells you you can move.
Not this game, please.
Not this game, please. What would you like to play a different game?
They'll make me work hard.
Who will make you work hard?
Mommy will make me work hard.
She does. What a mean mommy.
No.
That's not nice to make you work hard. What does she do to make you work hard, sweetheart?
I don't know.
Oh. Do you ever make him work hard, mommy?
I guess I do, eh, Spencer? Do I?
Well, what kind of things do you do to make him work hard?
Well, I'm not really sure. What are the things I do, sweetie, that make you think I'm making you work hard?
Games like
Games like what?
the only game is well, is hot done.
Well, that's the game from Mary Poppins. What made you think of that game?
Oh, I don't know what that means. I don't know, Mommy. I don't know, Mommy.
Well, I sort of remember that part in the movie. What does Michael think when Mary Poppins talks about playing that game?
He thinks that Mary Poppins is going to make it work harder instead of play.
Oh.
Does Michael like that?
No.
Why doesn't he like that?
Could you tell me, please?
Let's think about that. What does Michael want to do?
Tidy up the nursery.
Does he want to tidy up the nursery? Yeah? Is that his idea of fun?
Yes.
And so he'd rather have fun than work? And how do you feel about that? What would you rather do, work or have fun?
Have fun.
But Mommy makes you work. I'm wondering about that.
Well, what should we do to Mommy to get even? If Mommy makes you work too hard, we've got to get even with her. What can we do to get even with Mommy? Mommy, find out what we can do to get even with you. Maybe Spencer has some
Yeah.
good ideas that would...
What, do you have any ideas about what should happen to me because I make you work too hard?
I don't know.
Do I need some punishment?
Well, that will make you die.
No.
That would make her die? Would that make Mommy die if we punished her?
No.
No? But Spencer thought it might make you die
He
to
thought it
punish
might
you.
make me die.
Yeah, so it'd be kind of scary to try to punish you.
Oh. It sounds like, yeah, it would be scary to try to punish me. Is there something else that could happen to me that wouldn't be so scary?
Maybe I can just tell you to stop doing it.
Maybe I could just tell you to stop doing
That
it, says
would work.
Spencer.
That would work.
Stop doing that.
Stop doing that, Mommy.
Okay.
Now,
I'll try and stop.
If you tell Mommy to stop, is that going to make her die or make her live?
You can make it live.
Oh, good. Okay, you see? She's still alive. Now, Spencer.
I think we need to get him
Spencer, okay, sweetheart, we got to come down here.
I don't want to come.
You don't want to come down? Would you please come down and do me a favor, sweetheart?
Why?
Because we need you down here. We're not allowed to be up there. It's against the rules. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. You're a good guy. Thanks, pal.
What do you think about Stanley's rules? Do you like those rules?
And the balloon has too much weight, so I can fix that.
Yeah. Now, I got a question for you, Spencer, okay?
Why?
If we yell at your mommy, if we say, Mommy, stop that, but not just in a nice voice, but a yell voice, will that make her die, or will she still be okay?
She'll still be okay.
She'll still be okay?
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like his rules, please.
You don't like my rules? Wait, no. Against the rules, Spencer. Against the rules.
What's against them?
Now, the only way you can keep me from saying the rules, there's one way you could keep me. If you can keep my mouth shut. If you get me to close my mouth, then I can't tell you the rules. Can you get me to keep my mouth closed? See, I got my mouth open. I'm the rule man. I like to make up lots of rules. And unless Spencer gets me to stop talking, I'm going to keep making up new rules. Hi, Spencer.
Uh-oh.
I've got a new rule for you. No patting the balloon. That's against the rules. It's against the rules. No lifting the balloon up. Not allowed to lift the balloon up. Huh? I'm the rule man. I just make up rules. Up. Not allowed to do this.
Lots of
Now, do you want to make up any rules? Do you want to become the rule man? Huh?
Silly.
What?
Don't sing.
What? Okay, Spencer, you get to be the rule man. Okay? You can make up any rules you want.
I can't.
You can't? You don't have any rules? You can make up rules, and your mommy and grandmother and I have to follow your rules. Anything you want. This is your chance. Are you squinching your eyes closed?
No, I'm not.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Are you thinking of some good rules? Yeah? Okay.
I can't think of some rules.
Wait. Hold that balloon. Hold that balloon. Wait. You didn't...
Don't go
I want it. I
Are
want
you
it.
leaving?
I want it.
Are you leaving?
Do you want her to leave? You got to tell her to leave then, Spencer. Spencer,
I want it.
Spencer, do you want it back?
Yes,
Then you got to make up a rule that it's yours and Grandma can't touch it.
that's mine.
You tell her that's the rule.
That's the rule.
Well, tell her. You got to go over there and tell her.
can't
She can't
hear
hear
you.
you.
That's the rule.
Okay.
What's the rule? I can't hear you. I'm old.
Tell her again. Tell her again, Spencer.
What's the rule?
Don't give me my don't take my balloon.
All right.
Oh,
okay,
oh,
okay.
right.
As long as you said the rule. Spencer, that was a good rule. You see how easy it is? Huh? See, it's pretty good to make up rules like that. All right, you got any other rules? Uh-oh. I think I want the balloon now. I think I'm going to take that balloon. I think I'm going to take that balloon. Oh, Grant.
It's my balloon.
Wait. Who says? Who's the rule maker?
I am.
Is the rule that the balloon is only for you or only for me?
It's only for me.
Oh. Is that a rule?
Yes, I'm gonna do something.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do something to you.
What? Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want the balloon. It's against your rule.
What are you going to do? Well, first let's see what he's going to do. What are you going to do, Spence?
I want you to say to me, but here's your balloon.
I don't have a balloon.
Well, I will fly your balloon. I will fly my balloon.
You want her to say, "Here's your balloon," Spencer?
Yes.
Okay. Say to do what he tells you. He's the boss.
Here's your balloon.
We'll fly your balloon.
Fly your balloon.
Oh. That's pretty neat. Oh boy, that's pretty neat. That balloon. Up. Where's it flying to, Spencer? Where's that balloon flying? Is that going up to the moon? Can that go up to the moon? Huh? Can that go? Oh, uh-oh. Oh, we better tell the balloon it better come down.
I'll get it out.
Uh-oh, who's going to help you? Who's going to help? Uh-oh. Who's going to help? Wait, okay. Wait. We'll do it. Mommy, you want Mommy to
Stuck
help?
to it.
You want Mommy to help?
Want me to
What?
help?
It's stuck to it.
Well, you got to order Mommy to help.
Help,
Who do you
Mommy.
want? You got to tell her. That's the rule.
Help, please.
Wait. Is that the rule?
Yes,
Tell her that's the rule.
that's the rule.
Okay.
Spencer, you're a good rule maker.
Yeah.
You're a good rule maker.
Maybe we could dynamite it out. Maybe
There we go, here we go.
Dynamite it out.
Mommy is a good rule maker.
Yeah, but now I get to keep it.
Well, it's mine.
Well, no, I got it down.
You better make up a new rule, Spencer.
Can I have it, please? It's my balloon.
Is that the
Is
rule?
that the rule?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, good hit. Good. Now, Spencer, over here. I want to see something. Can I just hit
See
it?
something written?
Yeah, written. I want to see something written. Can I hit it? Watch this. I'm going to show you something. This is kind of cute. Ready? Watch this. I make a punching bag out of it. Can you do this here? How about that? Is that kind of neat? Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, it's coming down again. It's coming down. I don't think that balloon, does that balloon listen to you? Can you tell that balloon what to do, Spencer? Huh? Oh, let me see that balloon over here. Let me see it over here again. Let me see it over here again. Let me see it over here. Spencer, let me see it over here again.
I don't want it.
You don't want it.
When I wanted it. When I wanted it. To fly my balloon.
You don't want to bring it to me?
Yeah.
Do you want to bring it to me or fly it?
See?
Huh? What do you want to do? Bring it to me or fly it?
Fly my balloon.
Okay, but I'm making up a rule, Spencer.
Why?
The rule is you have to bring it to me.
I want to fly it.
Well, whose rules are more important? Your rules or my rules?
My balloon.
Your rules are more important than my rules? Huh? What are you going to do if I try to make up rules? What are you going to try to do if I try to make up the rules? Huh?
Give me back my balloon. It's mine.
It's yours?
Yes.
Whose
that's
rule is that?
Mine. That's your rule.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. Here it is. Oh, Mommy's got it. Oh!
Thank you. It's lovely. Oh no, I'm sure it's mine.
Don't say that.
Well, I've got a hold of it. It must be mine.
Are you?
It must be mine.
Is Mommy? I think.
I didn't hear any other rule. It's gotta be mine.
It's mine.
Wait. Is Mommy not following your rule?
I don't want to wait.
Oh. What happened? Was Mommy trying to get you to wait?
Yes.
She was. I think Mommy needs a punishment for not following your rule.
I don't like punishments.
Oh, okay. You don't like to give them out, or you just don't like to receive them?
I don't like to receive them.
How about giving them out?
See?
Could we punish Mommy without killing her? Is there a way we could punish her for not following your rule without killing her?
No.
Could we make her have a timeout for a few minutes?
No, I don't like it.
Oh. How about if we do it to Mommy?
I don't like it.
You don't like any punishments? Oh. Now, Mommy, does Spencer ever get punished? Never, ever, ever?
Not really punished. No.
Timeouts? Calm
Never
down
gets
time?
timeouts.
Okay. So he's not used to punishments
No,
for anybody.
no.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, I guess it is. He did have a timeout when he was very young, and he's
Right.
never forgotten it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. Do you remember that time?
Yes.
Well, Spencer, I got a question for you, sweetheart.
I don't love questions.
You don't love questions? Okay. So you want me to be quiet?
Yes. Mommy, why'd you give me time out?
Well, do you remember?
Yes.
What were you doing?
I can't say it.
Is it because you don't remember, or you don't want to talk about
I
it?
don't remember.
You were climbing the bookcase.
Why?
Well, because you always like to climb things. So,
What?
do you remember any more of what happened that time?
Yes.
What
Yes.
happened?
What else happened?
Well, I gave you a timeout in your room.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not. And then I was so mad that I kicked my cathedral and the Victorian guy fell out. My father came running up when he heard the crash.
That sounds like the story about Franklin. Were you as mad as Franklin when you got your timeout?
Yes.
Oh, boy, that sounds like...
Boy, that's mad.
That was really mad. That was a pretty big anger.
Yeah.
And I said, let's go in it.
Yeah. How do you feel when you're mad like that?
I don't know.
Well, you're pretty mad when you're mad like that. He showed us.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
felt like kicking stuff, did you?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about that timeout?
And I couldn't find my marbles, and the last piece of my puzzle was missing. I slammed the door and stomped upstairs saying swear words.
Wow.
Wow, you must have been mad.
Were you as mad as Uncle Andy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that's pretty mad.
Why was Andy mad?
You tell.
I don't even know how to tell. I got a sore finger.
Oh, do you want Grandma to tell? Order her to tell. Tell her that's the rule. She has to tell.
Yeah, that's the rule. She has to tell.
All right, Grandma. That's the rule. You have to tell.
Uncle Andy was working with his Uncle Mike, wanted to work with Uncle Mike on his motorcycle. Then what happened?
You remember this, I bet.
You remember it. You remember it better than I do. What did Uncle Mike say to Uncle Andy?
You can't help me.
Why?
It's past his bedtime.
And then, what did Uncle Andy do? Show us.
But I don't even know how to show.
Yes, you do.
I got a sore finger.
He's got a sore finger. He can't show you. You better
Oh.
show. You want Grandmother to show you?
Yes.
You got to order her to do it. Say, I order you, grandmother.
Uncle Andy stomped.
Up the stairs,
And
saying swear words.
Oh, boy, swear words. Oh, boy.
What was Aunt Carol like?
what was she like?
Was she surprised that Uncle Andy was swearing?
And she said, oh, Andy's swearing.
And what do you think of swear words? Eh?
I like them.
You like
I like
them?
the story about the gas.
Well, do you know any good you know any good words, Spencer? Any good swear words? Nope.
Oh, what about what you said when Gaggy said he was going to wash your mouth out with soap?
Damn it.
Damn it! Oh boy, that's a good one. That's a good one. How about darn it? You know darn it too?
Yes, honey, that's what Mommy said when she dropped something.
Mommy says that? She says darn it? Do you know any others?
Bitch, I know shit.
Oh shit! Wow.
And I can tell the story about the gas.
Okay.
One day, Mike's motorcycle ran out of gas, so I said, "Oh, help for that." So he got the garden hose and he put water in the gas tank and the gas, and the motorcycle broke and Mike was really mad that he would run in the house, did a really loud stomp right up the stairs, saying, "Oh shit!"
And then what? He said, "Ah shit," and then
The motorcycle broke to bits and bits.
the motorcycle broke to bits and bits.
And Michael fixed it all.
And then he fixed it all. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, well we're gonna.
And he got flat tires.
And he got a flat tire too. Wow. Okay.
And it was divine intervention.
Divine intervention. What do you mean? What do you mean divine intervention? What?
Divine intervention.
What was the divine intervention?
What was it, Mommy?
What was it? What was the divine
It was
intervention?
lucky.
It was lucky. That's right. That's
It
what
was
that
lucky.
means. Yeah.
What was lucky?
Was it lucky on that book, Mommy?
On that book, it was lucky because the little boy didn't have to go to the dentist.
Oh, okay. That's good. All right. Well, we're going to stop for now, but this was... Can we stop for now, sweetheart? Okay. We're going to stop for now. And this is, though, just before we stop completely, what we did here is what will happen, I believe, if you operate at the two levels. The cognitive or intellectual level, but also trying to generate more affect. Okay. See, what we did here was we gave him the power. We said, you're the rule maker. Now that came up because he didn't like rules being made to him. And in the play, what he doesn't like, we give him control over.
Right.
If he doesn't like rules, or you're the rule maker. You know,
Right.
if he didn't like a wasp, we could say, you can be the boss if you want to. So he becomes in charge. Once he's in charge, he gets his confidence up. He asserts himself. Then his emotionality, what happened to his emotions?
When it went up.
Huh?
Raised his affect.
Raises affect, broadened, right? Less scared, more assertive, more muscle flexing. Still likes to have his way, doesn't like you to do it, but as soon as he gets upset, we say, okay, well, you're the rule maker. Now, in the play, that's okay. In real life, it's can't always do that. But in the play sessions, he can practice flexing his muscles. He's the rule maker. He's in charge. We see a broadening of the range of emotions. Once there's more emotions that he's experiencing, then he can label them and talk about them. See, now he's comfortable talking about, right, curse words
Right.
and angry feelings. Not just in a scared way, but he's showing the pleasure in being a little rambunctious. And that's wonderful. That's what we want to see. As he does that, he'll get scared sometimes. And then you can talk about what's scary about it, like we did when he talked about punishing mommy and then ran away.
Right.
See, then we use the insight and the reflectiveness, but he's got to be able to experience it viscerally in order to be able to make sense of it. So those are the two levels. And
Okay.
I think he's verbal, he's bright, he's very warm and related, he can focus and attend. What he's working on now is really the emotional range at the visceral level and the symbolic level. So he can learn to reflect on feelings. And that will help him get more complex in his cognitive operations and his intellectual operations, because that's the missing piece now, is that the rigidity and the fearfulness keeps him more concrete. And as he gets more elaborate, he'll be able to also get more abstract and more reflective. So the first step is working with him about 4 or 5 times a day, 20, 30 minutes at a clip, just like we did here. Okay?
Okay.
Stretching what you see and what he experiences, as well as what he talks about. And as a general attitude with him throughout the day, a kind of not a formal, rigid, protective attitude, but a more mixing it up attitude.
Right.
Okay, and it's important for him to have a lot of peer play dates too, maybe with kids a little younger,
Okay.
to learn to mix it up with other children. You may have to be there to protect him and keep it modulated at first, and keep it a little more structured until he gets real comfortable with it. Okay? And also working, obviously working on his motor skills and his sequencing skills, and the sensory reactivity. But the cornerstone is stretching his emotional range.
Right. Okay.
Okay, and especially important for daddy to do a lot of work. Spencer's a child a little over 6 years old, and Spencer has a lot of strengths but some very interesting challenges. If we look at his developmental profile, he really had a lot of mastery of all the levels. He could focus and attend, he was engaged, not as richly with a range of affects as we would like to see it, but and even his focus and attention was more rigid, but still these things were present. He could gesture and be purposeful, he could problem solve in sequence, he could use ideas creatively, even though he liked to bring in a lot of scripts and liked to be a little repetitive, and he could be logical, he could answer why questions, even though here too he tended to be use scripts more and be a little more rigid in his way of thinking. So he had elements of mastery of each of the first 6 stages, but at each stage we see a great deal of rigidity and a lack of emotional range.
Right.
So we don't see, even at the pre-verbal stages, the pre-symbolic stages, we don't see a lot of gesturing and animated affect showing pleasure and joy and assertiveness and curiosity. Instead we see fearfulness, a little formal kind of sense of trying to keep control.
Right, a lot of control.
And in a home he can be affectionate and warm too. We saw some of that here too. So we see some affection, but a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, and a lot of rigidity, and a lot of kind of formalness. So we need to help him expand. And we see the same thing in the symbolic world. His conversations, what he's willing to talk about, mirrors exactly the pre-symbolic world of engagement and gesturing. So he doesn't want to talk about things that are scary, doesn't want to play out grandma being the wasp. That's too scary. For him, because the affects haven't been broadened, it's scary when she tries to be the wasp, because that's generating affects that can't be put into the pretend category because they're not yet experienced by him at the level of gestures. In other words, until you can gesture something, you can't get comfortable with it. If you can't get comfortable with it, when she's pretending to be a wasp, for him it's still a gesture, and it's a gesture he hasn't mastered.
Right, and it seems so real to him.
What seems
He
real,
couldn't differentiate that.
it seems real, and he can't differentiate it because it's a gesture he hasn't mastered. In other words, he's not processing it at the symbolic level. Even though he's talking about it and says, don't be a wasp, I don't want you to do it,
Right.
he's processing it at the gesture level. At the gesture level, there is no fantasy versus reality.
Right,
There's only one
exactly.
level. All the gesturing is real. Once you master the gesture and become comfortable with it, then you're comfortable with people flexing their muscles, people trying to scare you. Okay, then there's real fear and there's pretend fear. Okay, then you can distinguish those things symbolically because you're comfortable with them and you master them gesturally. But when you haven't, everything is real. And seeming pretend is really another piece of reality because it's experienced as part of a constricted gestural system, which is exactly what he showed. And so we see at all the levels significant constrictions in terms of the range of emotions he can tolerate, leading to a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety because, as you just pointed out, everything gets experienced as a reality way.
Well, this is what I've seen in many children like Spencer, where they actually have tremendous strengths. He was bright, he had good language, he could understand things, but they have absorbed experiences which deal more with the affect and the gestures before they can really experience and handle those themselves, so they get extremely frightened. And he probably knows every Disney story, ever made. But they're all terrifying, really, because he took them in, he took in the affect, and he was stuck with them. And his solution has been to repeat them, control them, up to a point, and then cut it off.
Right, I think it's a very good point. That
And many children like this, who actually have tremendous strengths, have not been able to process and handle the affective aspects of what they have experienced.
And the key reason is that the affective part gets worked on first through gestures and viscerally.
Right.
You can't just work with the affects symbolically.
Right.
And so you have to work on them at both levels. And that's been hard for him to do because of the motor planning problem and because of the amount of sensory overreactivity he has, which gets us into his processing profile. For a child this bright, he has some competent motor planning capacities, but not at all at the level of his verbal abilities. And he's very sensory overreactive. So even the thought of a bee or a wasp is very, very scary for him. And his visual spatial processing, while he has an eye for some details, he doesn't present as a big picture synthesizing visual spatial thinker. So it's very hard for him to understand his world visually, to plan actions, and he's getting overloaded all the time, which makes him just more fearful and more frightened. So this conspires to make it hard for him to expand those gestures, to be viscerally comfortable with a larger range of affects, which he can then learn to symbolize.
So, and it was very noticeable, the gestures that actually emerged once he felt either a little relief or got too anxious. His body was flipping up in space. He was upside down. You could just see how disorganizing that was for him, both with respect to when he felt relieved, when he started to acquire some control, and then you helped to organize that, and also when he got too frightened, when he retreated and would be afraid to go into actually something he understood but couldn't connect to.
Exactly. And so the goal for him in his intervention program is to do what we started doing here. Expand his abilities, the range of emotions he can tolerate at the level of both affect and gesture, viscerally felt, and at the level of symbol, where he can verbally articulate it, reflect on it, talk about it. And we both worked with him in that way, and we saw some wonderful examples where he was doing that, where he finally flexed his muscles because he could become the rule maker. And then he got brave and he made rules. You give me back that. You be quiet. He was still not brave enough to punish his mommy because that equals death.
The risk, right?
That was too risky. That was he wasn't willing to risk that. But you could see how scary something like even just punishing mommy is. He couldn't pretend that out. How reality-based that visceral feeling is for him. But he could experiment at least with making rules and telling her to be quiet or not do things. And then later on, he really flexed his muscles and experimented with curse words and could take some pleasure in saying darn it and damn it and shit and get those off his chest. And that was delightful to see. But then in the middle, sometimes while flexing his muscles, as you point out, he got very scared, ran over to the couch, got upside down, and said, oh, I've overstepped the limits here. But then nicely he could talk about it. He needed a little bit of help with multiple choice help, like is this scary because it's, about this or about that. And with a little bit of help, he could indirectly talk about the things that scared him, leading one to feel that he has potential to reflect on the feelings.
Oh, he certainly does. And I think often when we see children who use these scripts, it's easy to underestimate, what that means, as if they don't have their language. And in this little boy, we saw that, in fact, he needed the scripts to kind of control what was going on. But in fact, right behind it, he really did have access to the dilemma, the feeling, and the fears that he had.
Yeah, there are lots of children with just his profile, and there's a mistaken assumption made in the field that this is part of the syndrome. You know, this is part of Asperger's syndrome, or this is part of a high-functioning autism syndrome, or this is part of some other pattern that's a right-sided learning disability, you know, because of the motor planning and visual spatial, and that therefore it's relatively fixed. And the best you can hope for is a child who uses their words and is bright, but is overwhelmed with fears and anxieties and always has weak visual spatial thinking and always has weak motor planning and sequencing, and will always feel overloaded. And we find from our clinical experience this just isn't the case. It's just simply not true. And there's no evidence or data to suggest that it is true, because there's no data on working with kids systematically, expanding their affective range, as well as their ability to reflect on feelings, and doing that for a number of years with them, and then seeing, do they make progress or don't they make progress? And without such data, it's a mistaken assumption to assume that they are fixed into this rigid pattern. There's just no data to support that assumption. We need longitudinal follow-up of children in optimal intervention programs. We've seen it clinically in cases we've worked with. We've systematically seen it in a number of cases where we've looked at. But we need more longitudinal studies to document that most of the children have more flexibility than we think. And so while one doesn't want to assume that there's no flexibility, one doesn't want to assume necessarily that every child has enormous flexibility. It's case by case, child by child. But a child with this many strengths that we saw here, like Spencer and children like Spencer, they're showing you that they can reflect, they can expand their range, which we see it right in the hour we're working with them. And imagine if we do this every day, which gets at the more formal elements of his intervention program. For him, we'd want to have a lot of floor time interaction just of the kind we talked about. He wouldn't, and we'd want to do this, you know, 4 or 5 times a day for 20 or 30 minutes. He's already engaged, he's already verbal, but we need to expand that range. And some of it has to be with daddy, because the male particularly to male-child relationship is very, very important. And with daddy, it doesn't have to be pretend play always, it could just be hanging out and having fun. The key thing is mixing it up, kibitzing, having fun, expanding that range of visceral affect experience.
Yeah, very important not to join the anxiety, not to back off with this child, but to have fun, to kid him, to really woo him.
Right, and when he gets overly anxious, soothe with him, slow down. Don't back off, but help him talk about it. But do it in a very soothing voice, as we did here. Give him room, let him articulate it, let him go off on the couch, let him turn upside down, let him talk to you upside down. But help him verbalize, reflect on, see that he can come back, regroup, give him power to be in charge. He can tell you when to talk, when not to talk. In the play, he's the boss. And so we want a lot of that with him, with daddy involved too. We want to encourage, also as part of the floor time, a lot of peer play, because they'll mix it up with him, with kids who are comfortable being verbal and comfortable, could be children a little younger. And for him, the semi-structured work need not focus on, should not be at all rigid, should not be at all have any drilling, because that's only going to dig the hole deeper for a child who already tends to be, want to be scripted. But the semi-structured work for him could focus on the visual skills. And for him, we want to do some visual problem solving by anticipating tomorrow. What's going to be fun tomorrow? What's going to be scary tomorrow? And actually picturing it, and maybe drawing it out or even acting it out ahead of time and picturing it. And picture the feelings, picture what you routinely do, picture alternatives. We call this problem solving with a lot of visualization. He's a good candidate for visualizing what he reads. When he reads a paragraph, to picture that paragraph and then maybe play act it out. Or play act it out first and then visualize it. So we want a lot of visualization in his schoolwork. Math should be visualized also, so we're working on the visualization. And then in the third category for him, in terms of he needs a lot of work physically and motor-wise. So the SIOT, a lot of sports involving looking, doing, a lot of music with rhythmic activity, and also a lot of visual spatial problem solving. He's a good candidate for a real formal visual spatial cognitive processing program where you work from the basics, not just tracking, but work into the search strategies, work into the treasure hunts, work into the hide and go seek games, but then work into matching shapes, doing mirror images of shapes, doing junior architect kind of skills. So it becomes a good visual spatial problem solver as a support for this, using that visual system and visual spatial thinking in a more balanced way.
And also that would really support a very critical piece for him, which is getting more into what we're calling sports. But lots of activity. He's a guy, he should be out there playing ball with his dad. He might take some taekwondo, you know, which will have some more ritualized movement. But this is a little boy who's walking, you know, we want to be sure he can go out there and succeed. And there are a lot of different kinds of activities which are more individualized, or just with one or two kids that he would do better with.
That's right.
Before he joins a team.
Well, no, soccer would be, basketball would be very difficult. Too much
Very
happening.
hard,
Too much
very hard,
happening.
right.
But playing in the backyard with daddy and one other child with the big Nerf balls and trying to bat it and trying to throw it and trying to kick it.
Right.
Those are great.
Batting stuff, dodgeball, monkey in the middle.
Yeah.
For him, dealing with the unpredictable in
exactly.
playing is what we really have to zoom in
You have
on.
to do a lot of looking, doing. The mistake we
Right.
make sometimes, though, in the sports activities, because we don't want the team sports for child who get visually overloaded, we may elect, mistakenly so, to do just swimming or just
Right.
taekwondo.
Therapeutic riding.
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't give the looking, doing part enough. So the kicking, the throwing, the catching is very important. So you can do the swimming and do the taekwondo and do the therapeutic horseback riding. All that's great. But then in addition, just with
Right.
mommy or daddy at home with big Nerf balls, not team sports, do a lot of the looking, doing games.
Yeah,
as
it
well.
has to really be brought back
Right.
into interaction, because where will
Right.
he get the practice
Right.
to go
Yeah.
do that with friends
Yeah.
and peers?
So in an overview sense, what we're doing is working on that affect to broaden it, to get it more spontaneous, to help him talk about his feelings, you to get more flexible with peers, and then strengthen his equipment, particularly that visual spatial processing system and the motor planning system, to give a little further sturdiness and stronger foundation to expand the emotional range.
Right.
And with this sort of a program, other kids we've worked with have made nice, consistent progress and get more flexible in their thinking and much less fearful.
Yeah, no, I think he can do very well with that, because he's doing well, and this will really open the world for him.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.